Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's get into the next question. We'll try to cover 14, 15, and 16 today. And I'm in exercise 4, 14 to 16, page 43, standard well accountancy book. I'm in exercise 4, 14. From the following details, calculate credit purchases. So, in the past 4 or 5 questions and answers, we were discussing about debtors and bills receivable. Now, we'll move to bills payable and creditors. From the following details, calculate credit purchases. So what is that we have? I've just copied the format for ledger for creditors account for easy reference. So let's from the following particulars calculate credit purchases. Uh, Beginning balance. Opening creditors 1,70,000. Students, these are all probably 1 mark question. Problem number 14 should be a 1 mark question. Problem number 15 should be a 2 mark question. So we have to practice this more and more so that we get that speed. And exam, you have to complete certain number of questions within a certain number of time, right? So we have to practice this more and more so that we get that speed, and the question becomes more familiar and then easy to solve, right? Practice is more important. Opening creditors 1,70,000, purchase returns 20,000. Journal entry for purchase return is creditors account debit to purchase returns, right? So cash paid to creditors account debit to cash account 4,50,000. So in creditors ledger to cash 4,50,000. Closing creditors is 1,90,000. 1,90,000. So credit purchases is going to be 6,60,000 minus 1,70,000. 4,90,000 is the credit purchases. Let's get into the next one. Hope this is clear. Right? Let's get into the next one. I'm copying the format for again for reference. 15. Question number 15. And from the following particulars, calculate total purchases. So, we have bills payable. So, first let's prepare, as usual, let's prepare ledger for bills payable first. Because we have to identify what is the total bills accepted during the year. So, for that, we have to prepare the bills payable account before we go into creditors account. So we have what is the beginning balance? Bills payable as on 1st January 2018, 25,000. 25,000. Then we have bills paid for bills payable 30,000. Bills payable account debit to cash 30,000. Then we have bills payable at the end of the year 30,000. So the balancing amount is bills accepted during the year, which is equal to 50,000 minus 25,000. So bills accepted during the year will be transferred to creditors account. So we adjusted against the creditors account. Like, let's now prepare the ledger for creditors account. Ledger for creditors account. I'm just copying the format here. So let's get into the preparing sundry creditors account. I'm just copying the format here. I'm copying the format here for ledger for creditors account. Ledger for creditors account. So I'll remove the data here. So beginning balance of sundry creditors 30,000. Then we have paid to creditors 1,20,000. Paid to creditors 1,20,000, and then purchase returns 15,000. Purchase returns 15,000. Then we have creditors as on 31st December 25,000. We also have creditors transferred to bills, accepted the bills which is 25,000. To bills accepted, 25,000. 25,000. Then what is going to be the balancing figure is credit purchases, 1,85,000 minus 30,000. So total credit purchase is equal to 1,55,000. Now we have cash purchases. Cash purchases is 2,25,000, and hence total purchases is equal to cash purchases this year. Total purchase is equal to cash purchases 2,25,000 plus credit purchases 1,55,000. Total purchase is equal to 3,80,000. So let's get into the next one. While this file is getting set, we'll go to the next one. From the following details, you are required to calculate credit sales, credit purchases by preparing total debtors account. Stopping. By preparing total debtors account, total creditors account, bills receivable and account, and bills payable account. So let's first do the ledger for bills payable. Right? I am in 16. Question number 16. Right? So let's start preparing first ledger for bills payable. Balance as on 1st April 2018. Sundry bills payable 10,000. Bills payable 10,000. Then bills 31st March bills payable balance is 20,000. Balance is 20,000. Other information notice available is payments against bills payable 30,000. Payments against bills payable is 30,000. Then we have that's it. We don't have any other thing affecting bills payable. So net amount is equal to fresh bills accepted, which is 50,000 minus 10,000. Fresh bills accepted is 40,000. Just cross check whether we have missed anything. Bills payable 20,000 and bills payable 10,000. Beginning 10,000. Balance is 20,000. Then what else is creditors and bills receivable? Sundry creditors, bills payable 10,000. Sundry debtors, sundry creditors, bills receivable 8,000 and bills payable 20,000. And payments against bills payable 30,000. So net amount transfer to creditors is 40,000. Just we have to ensure that we are not missing any line item. So that is the reason we have to cross check this. Next, let's prepare the ledger for creditors account. Ledger for creditors account. So I am removing the existing information, copying the format. So what is the beginning balance for sundry creditors account? Is 1,20,000. And you can see here sundry creditors 1,20,000. End balance in sundry creditors 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Fresh bills accepted during the year is equal to 40,000. That is transferred from bills payable account to creditors 40,000. Fresh bills accepted during the year. Then we have cash paid to creditors 3,20,000. 3,20,000. We also have payments against cash paid to creditors. Discount allowed by suppliers. Discount allowed is by suppliers is equal to creditors account debit to discount allowed by suppliers. Creditors account debit to discount received, which is 10,000. So what is going to be the next net credit purchases is equal to 5,20,000 minus 1,20,000, which is 4 lakhs is the total credit purchases. Now let's move on to prepare bills receivable account and then sundry debtors account. I'm just copying the format from the earlier one. Right. Let's copy this full format. So ledger for bills receivable account. What's the beginning balance in bills receivable account? 30,000. You can see here bills receivable beginning balance 30,000, bills receivable end balance is 8,000. 8,000. We also have um, paid cash receipt for bills receivable 60,000. Cash receipt for bills receivable 60,000. Then bills receivable dishonored, which will be transferred to debtors account. Bills dishonored transferred to debtors account 4,000, because it has to move to sundry debtors account. A new debtors account will be new. It has to be transferred because the customer has dishonored the bill, so it has to be transferred to the debtors account. Then what is the balancing figure will be the fresh bills that's created, which is 72,000. Fresh bills that is accepted 72,000 minus 30,000. So 42,000 is the new bills created, which will be transferred again back to the debtors account. Then we have to prepare the ledger for total debtors account. So we have beginning balance of 2,40,000, 2,40,000, and we have an end balance of 2,20,000, 2,20,000. Then we have, do we have sales return? Discount allowed to customer. Discount allowed to customer is an expense. So discount allowed expenses account debit to sundry debtors account 25,000. 25,000. Then do we have cash receipt from debtors 6 lakhs. Cash receipt from debtors 6 lakhs. Then bad debt 16,000. Bad debt 16,000. We have bills receivable, new bills created 42,000, which is transferred from bills receivable account. Then we have bills receivable dishonored, which is 4,000 rupees, again transferred from bills receivable account. Net amount is the balancing figure is the total credit sales, which is equal to 9,03,000 minus 2,44,000. So total credit sales is 6,59,000. Credit sales is equal to 6,59,000. And we have arrived at total bills accepted during the year, credit purchases during the year, new bills accepted during the year, and then total credit sales for the year by preparing all the 4 ledger accounts. So students, you have understood this. Please get back to me. You can send an email to me at Babu Priya. I'm typing my email address here so that you can send any queries to me at rediffmail.com. So this is my email address. You can send email to me and with any queries or clarifications, and I'll come back to you soon. This is my email address. Please note this. Any queries or clarifications, you could put it in the comments and I'll clarify, or you can always send an email to me. Thank you friends, and have a great day.